cut.
By Rampage Jackson.
And that's it. That is all she wrote from Hercules right there.
Danielle Taylor throwing some heavy shots and ends the fight. Cutler is out. Insane airplane toss by Charles Krazy.
Landed takedowns. Huge knees. Two huge knees.
And there she is, Ronda Rousey making her pro debut in excellent fashion. Jamie Colleen just destroying. Cutler says, no more, I'm out. And a quick look at our rules of combat based on 3 5-minute rounds and, of course, 5 5-minute rounds for championship bouts. And, of course, in the amateur division, that changed to 3 3-minute rounds. And, of course, 5 3-minute rounds for championship bouts in the amateur division. It's based on the 10-point must system, judging criteria. And to get things started, we'll go ahead and throw it to the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Yak Arena, Wyandotte, Michigan, King of the Cage and General Tire present this Battle of the Carolinas. It is scheduled for 3 rounds in the middleweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, official weight 185.4 pounds. He represents Hayastan MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Charlotte, North Carolina, presenting Brian Pooh Bear Battle. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 6'1", official weight 185 pounds. He represents SFS MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Columbia, South Carolina, presenting Cody Brundage. Once again, your referee of this 3-round middleweight contest, Mike Beltran, now with the final instructions.
Jumping over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. All right, then. Come on out. Handle your business. Let's go.
Mike Beltran, our ref for this matchup.
Brian Battle in the blue tape gloves, Cody Brundage in the red.
And both fighters continue to just slug it out here against the cage, and now just not stopping. Brundage is bringing on the full force. And now shooting in for that takedown.
Brian Battle trying to defend here. Brundage continuing to push forward.
And remember, this is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the amateur division or less. And Brundage just continuing to persevere here with that takedown attempt. But Battle is not having anything with it. He's trying to stand it right back up, and he's done a good job at that, but takes a shot in his efforts. And it looks like Battle's going to shoot back in for this takedown attempt.
Now Battle's usually a stand-up fighter, but I'm wondering if he'll change up his style here against Brundage. Definitely catching him off guard a little bit there in the beginning.
We want to thank some of our sponsors here tonight, Tapatio Meat Snacks. And very excited to have them aboard. Tapatio rocks. And of course, Lucas Oil, made in America, sold to the world. And Brundage now getting worked up against the cage as Battle just continues with some dirty boxing here. Got the underhooks going. Brundage trying to get out of this situation as he gets worked up against the General Tire corner.
Brundage slowing down a little bit here. Battle now trying to improve his situation, trying to turn things in his favor a little bit more, possibly pick up his offense.
And tonight, man, it's been just an excellent amount of fights here in Michigan. You know, in the state of Michigan, you know, some of the best wrestling we've seen in the planet. And, of course, the state of Iowa as well. But Michigan is, you know, just one of those states where these fighters are ready at all times. I mean, they never have to get ready because they stay ready in this area. And it's just such a dense population of MMA fighters everywhere. It's so just overly saturated here. And that's why we have such a big fight card here tonight.
Yeah, you can definitely count on all the Michigan shows to always be exciting, always explosive.
And right now, Brundage just starting to get worked. Getting a little bit tired here as Battle just continues to work the body, utilizing those knees, mixing it up, getting that tie clinch going, and just some shots, and keeping Brundage guessing now. I mean, look at that. Just really keeping him guessing.
Yeah, Battle really, you know, must have learned something from that, you know, beginning of the fight where Brundage completely came at him, was on top, in control, but quickly that turned around for the most part of this round now. Battle's had it in the bag.
Yeah, absolutely, and looks like this is going to be the end of that round. So great job done by both fighters here in the amateur division. Brundage, you know, came in very aggressive. He had some really heavy shots, really mixing in the combinations. And, man, Battle just, like, turned things around and started taking it to the ground.
Yeah, definitely. Battle definitely, once he was able to turn things around, I think he learned a little bit about his opponent, used that time to just test the waters out, figured out what he needed to do, and executed it pretty perfectly. We'll see how he does up in the second round. A
big stacked fight card as we head off into round two between Brundage and Battle. Brian Battle in the blue tape gloves, and of course Cody Brundage in the red tape gloves. Cody started the last round off with some heavy shots, came in with some combinations that threw Battle off guard. Battle came back and immediately reversed things and took it to the ground. Now they're on their feet comfortably.
Yeah, Battle was really able to turn things around that last round, but now Brundage coming off with that same aggression we saw before, but Battle not having it.
Yeah, right now Battle is just working every angle, every nook and cranny, and just keeping Brundage guessing, and that's why Brundage is like sort of in this panicky situation. He's got to give up that takedown attempt. If it's not working, you're taking that much damage, you got to go for something else and then go back for it. But you got to set it up. And as I say it, you know, Battle gives up his back. And I might be eating my own words here. But, man, it looks like Brundage is starting to reverse things, but Battle ain't having it.
Both these fighters very skilled jiu-jitsu, very skilled in the ground game. They're both very comfortable down here as well as they are in their stand-up.
Yeah, when you have rounds that are like 3 minutes, things really change. They, you know, it really does change the dynamic, the pace of the fight. It even gets crazier when we have our World Amateur Championships because those rounds are like 2 minutes. And when you have those 2-minute rounds, that starts really speeding things up. But 3 minutes can sometimes throw it off. It works either way. I've heard even pros say, man, I would love to have 3-minute rounds, you know? It's kind of like, you know, like speeding things up. But these guys are just perfectly set, and they're doing a great job as Brundage is taking control. Now in the full mount. A little bit of danger here for Battle. And
Brundage tightens up. Battle just trying to defend from this position.
Really tough position right here, worked up against the cage. Battle just in a situation where he has to think here. Sort of like the puzzle part of this fight. And a little over a minute remains. Brundage may just come out with the win on this round if it does go the distance. Maintaining that position here.
Yeah, he's definitely getting points for control this round and really able to kind of turn the fight in his favor where he wants it. I think he noticed he definitely needed a little bit of a turnaround, needed some more time to rack up some more points to make up for that last round.
You know, this is a real special occasion here at the state of Michigan. The owner, Terry Trebilcock Jr., you know, lived out here. He could show you the tours and the sites, and man, he'll take you down to the custard spots and tell you where like some of the best places are as he grew up in the state of Michigan. So coming here it really hits close to home for him.
And that's why putting on these fights, you're seeing some of the best in here, even in the amateur, fighting like pros, seasoned. And it's been a while since King of the Cage has come back before the last time we came here from Yak Arena. Been like 5-6 years, so this is a really big step in bringing MMA back to the state of Michigan with King of the Cage. And Beltran about to end this round. And that's it. We will see a Chapter 3 here. But let's take a quick look at the replay, some of the highlights here.
Yeah, real strong round from Brundage. Definitely getting back those points that he lost in the first round to Battle. Battle definitely kept up the defense in the beginning, but once Brundage really started getting settled in, he was able to control the fight and really take it where he wanted to go. Not quite able to finish or land too many significant strikes, but still controlled the pace of the fight, controlled where it needed to go.
And here we go, the third and final round. So far, like I said, Battle did a great job. I'd probably give round 1 to him. Cody Brundage came back in the second round pretty strong too. Beltran, our ref for this matchup. And Brundage probably going to change things up here a bit and be the aggressor once again.
Battle looking like he's ready to go though. Definitely light on his feet.
Yeah, it is true. I mean, Battle looks like he's starting to, get back his second wind here.
Pretty risky fight so far. Both these fighters, I think, understand at this point they're really going to have to show their stuff this round.
Yeah, Brundage is really going to have to set up those takedown attempts. Just throwing a shot, moving back, and then waiting a couple seconds to move back in. So that's where, Battle is going to be taking advantage with those hammer fists and clinching up, and a nice knee gets delivered. But Brundage, if he just backs up a bit, sets it up real quick with a nice kick, he's got some really nice shots, he may get this takedown, but Battle is just right there. Defending this the best he can, and exerting energy in the process of it.
And Brundage has shown throughout this whole fight that he's got the persistence, he's got the determination to just sit there and wait as long as he needs to, trying to fight for that takedown.
Here comes the switch, you're just going to jump across.
And just continuing to go to work here.
Head up, head up.
Battle shoots in for that single leg.
Left hand over the leg and circle
Or excuse me, Brundage.
left hand over the leg and circle left. Load him up.
Battle doing a pretty good job of defending thus far.
Sort of like this,
Now top.
now trying to move in.
Head up first, right? Your
Trying to reverse things here with a sweep possibly. But Battle just looking to just maintain balance here. Beltran's calling for some action. Both fighters got to stay busy here.
Cody, you ain't tired. Let's go. Show me a good work.
And we've got about 1 minute and 14 seconds left in this fight.
Yeah, at this point, I think Brundage will be better off trying to reset and just going for it again. He's not really making too much progress here.
It looks like this may possibly go the distance. I don't think any fighter's really trying to push it to end it at this round, but that's a real huge gamble, seeing that one fight, it could possibly be a draw. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, definitely could go either way.
Right here, this isn't really, someone stepping out in this round. I don't see somebody, really, having a lead in this round. Honestly, this could be a draw.
Right, it's been pretty even. They're only coming up on 35 seconds left in the round. They're really going to have to do something significant soon.
But I have been wrong before, many times before, but just making that assumption possibly that could be the outcome here, because 23 seconds left. I don't see any submission attempts. I don't see like massive shots or anything incredible that knocks somebody down. And this is just going to be a tough call for the judges. I'd hate to be a judge right now. I know that's so cliche, but it's so true in these type of situations. He had a crucifix going there, and Brundage rolls right out. And this is going to go to the books possibly here. But look at who's finishing.
Battle trying to maintain on top.
I mean, even that alone is probably going to, impress the minds of the judges. So, just don't know. Let's take a quick look at the replay. Maybe we'll see some stuff here.
Probably the most stalemate-related round thus far in this fight. Like you were saying earlier, first round probably got to give it to Battle for control. Same thing can be said for the second round for Cody. But Battle right there again, like you said, looked like he was just trying a little more to finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of middleweight action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Steve LaFrate scores this bout 29-28 in favor of Battle. And Morel 29-28 for Brundage. And finally, Tim Steckel 29-28 for your winner by split decision. The Battle of the Carolinas goes to the Tar Heel State, Brian Pooh Bear Battle. Here is Julian, the Soul Eater, Mr.
Julian Mr. now makes his way to cage side. The second bout of the night is set in the heavyweight class. We're looking forward to 3 rounds at 3 minutes apiece. Definitely looking forward to something exciting in this bout. We got the heavyweights out here, definitely going to both have that knockout capability. If they decide to brawl it out and keep it on the stand-up, this could be a very exciting match, but also could be a very quick one. Julian Mr. is a newer amateur fighter here at King of the Cage. Looking to pick up another win tonight against his opponent, Jackson Ross. Now, Mr. is a stand-up fighter, prefers to take care of things with his hands, with his fists. He's definitely going to be bringing that to the table. Ross definitely going to be having to look out for that knockout. Julian Mr. heads into the cage.
Here's Jackson, the Savage Ross.
Now making his way to the cage, Jackson Ross. Once again, this bout is set for the heavyweight division. 3 rounds at 3 minutes. Jackson Ross, another amateur here at King of the Cage, looking to make a significant impact here in the ring tonight against his opponent, Julian Mr. Now Ross has definitely got that knockout capability we were talking about earlier, but Ross also has some jiu-jitsu up his sleeve, so he's got a ground game. Definitely going to be an interesting match. It'll be interesting to see if they both want to keep it to the stand-up. They're both comfortable there, want to keep it brawling out. Maybe they'll take it down to the ground to slow things down, or possibly end it even quicker. We have a lot of very skilled, very talented amateurs here tonight. A lot on the line. Jackson Ross makes his way into the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Yak Arena, Wyandotte, Michigan, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the heavyweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 inches tall, official weight 265 pounds. He represents Torres Martial Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, from Chicago, Illinois, presenting Julian, the Soul Eater, Mr. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 6 feet 3 inches tall. Official weight, 243.6 pounds. He represents Scorpion Fighting System. Ladies and gentlemen, from Brighton, Michigan, presenting Jackson the Savage Ross. Once again, Mike Beltran is your official for this bout, 3 rounds heavyweights.
All right, jumping over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes now if you want. That's the sound of the bell. Come on out and handle your business. Let's go.
Here we go, round number 1 between Julian Mister and Jackson Ross.
All right, gentlemen, first round. Ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hell, let's go. Get moving, Jackson.
Julian Mister in the blue tape gloves, Jackson Ross in the red. Both fighters testing out the waters here. Ross moves in, tries to get that takedown there, doesn't quite get it. Mister maintaining a good defense. Ross waiting for that opportunity to close in.
Both fighters really just looking to square off here.
Mister waiting to counterattack.
Fill-out process is a little awkward here, you know, just loose hands.
Now Mister has the slight height advantage, but I believe Ross has the slight speed advantage. So we'll see how that works out to their favors. Ross moves in, tries to get that takedown once more. Mister defending pretty well, but Ross continues to push forward, and he gets the takedown. Ross now moving into side mount.
Mister just working from the side here. Now taking some shots to the top.
Gonna land a couple strikes here on Ross. Excuse me, on Mister. Ross just giving Mister a beating. Definitely punishing him for this. And if Mister doesn't improve, this could be it. Ross continuing to beat on Mister. Mister trying to defend. And that's it. Mike Beltran calls it. Jackson Ross takes out Julian Mister. Let's take a look at the replay. Now Ross came in a little cautious, took his time. Once he figured out, I think, Mister's pattern, he immediately dived in, was able to get that takedown, and once he got the takedown, it was all over from there. Julian Mister just couldn't keep up, couldn't keep that defense up, and unfortunately the ref had to call it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, Mike Beltran, has seen enough, steps in and calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 1 minute and 29 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO, Jackson the Savage Ross. Van Mackelberg.
Travis Van Mackelberg now making his way to cage side. For this bout, we are scheduled for a heavyweight match, 3 rounds at 3 minutes apiece. Van Mackelberg, an amateur here at King of the Cage, looking to leave his mark. He's got a tough opponent though, Ed Spooney Barger. Definitely going to be a very explosive match. Some heavy hands. Both of these fighters are very skilled brawlers. If we can make any predictions, it's most likely going to stay in the stand-up. But you never really know how the fight's going to go until it goes down. And, you know, Spooney Barger's always got tricks up his sleeve. He's got jiu-jitsu as well. Van Mackelberg might very well surprise us as well. A lot of amateurs here tonight with some very diverse skill. Definitely something to have in the MMA sport as it currently is. Travis Van Mackelberg heads into the cage.
Here is Ed, the Alchemist Spooney Barger.
Ed Spooney Barger now making his way to cage side. Spooney Barger hails from Killbuck, New York, and stands at 6 feet 5 inches tall. Once again, this bout is scheduled for the heavyweight class, 3 rounds at 3 minutes apiece. Spooney Barger's current amateur MMA record stands at 1 win and 2 losses. Now Spooney Barger is packing a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to back him up. So it's definitely something his opponent is going to have to watch out for. Very skilled jiu-jitsu fighter. Spooney Barger trains out of Salamanca Fitness in Salamanca, New York. Now Spooney Barger is very comfortable on his feet. He's obviously very comfortable on the ground as well. Very well-rounded fighter. Very strong, well-rounded fighter. He's definitely going to be trying to lead this fight, trying to take it wherever he wants to take it. We'll see how it rolls out. Ed Spooney Barger makes his way into the cage.
Gentlemen from Yak Arena, Wyandotte, Michigan, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the heavyweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, James Dion Lee. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6'1", official weight 236.6 pounds. He represents the Hybrid Training Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, presenting Travis Harambe Van Mackelberg. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 6 feet 5 inches tall, official weight an even 230 pounds. He represents Salamanca Fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, from Killbuck, New York, presenting Ed, the Alchemist, Spooney Barger.
Gentlemen, we're over the rules in the locker room. I want a good, hard, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Any questions? Let's touch them up.
Round number 1, let's get things started. Travis Van Mackelberg versus Ed Spooney Barger. Van Mackelberg in the blue gloves, Spooney Barger in the red. Things are getting started here in the ring. Spooney Barger obviously has that massive height advantage, but just as I say that, lands a massive hook. Definitely rocks Van Mackelberg a little bit there. Now taking things to the ground. Van Mackelberg trying to set in that guillotine, can't quite lock it in too tight though. Spooney Barger working from the side.
Van Mackelberg trapping the arms, trying to secure position.
Spooney Barger switches sides. Van Mackelberg still holding on to that neck. Spooney Barger going for the leg, trying to take things back down to the ground as Van Mackelberg stands it up. Van Mackelberg still going for that guillotine. Spooney Barger not giving up. pushes forward.
Van Mackelberg continues to trap those arms as much as possible as his opponent tries to cross over there. He did the belly.
Van Mackelberg doing a great job of defending thus far. Spooney Barger continues to push forward from that side position. Spooney Barger looking to drop some bombs here. Van Mackelberg holding on tight. Spooney Barger getting a chance to get some shots in right here. Oh, and now locking the arm down on Van Mackelberg. This is not looking like a good situation for Travis. Spooney Barger flattens out onto Travis's face. Mackelberg just trying to hold on. Spooney Barger raising elevation to throw some more strikes. Van Mackelberg still struggling to defend. Spooney Barger now just unloading on Van Mackelberg. Left after right after left, hooks just being thrown like crazy. I don't know how much longer Van Mackelberg's going to be able to hold on to this. And just like that, the ref calls it. Ed Spooney Barger takes out Van Mackelberg. Let's take a look at the replay really quick. Ed Spooney Barger just, right off the bat, I think he realized what his advantages were, moved straight in onto Van Mackelberg, was able to, almost got caught there with that guillotine. Looked a little rough for Spooney Barger, but things got turned around relatively quickly once he got on top and was able to raise elevation and lay it down. We'll catch the results coming up after the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, James Dion Lee, has seen enough, steps in, calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 2 minutes and 27 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO, the Alchemist, Ed Spooney Barger. Here is Paulie Fisher.
Now making his way to the cage, Paulie Fisher. Fisher hails from Toronto, Canada, in Ontario, Canada, and stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. Currently fighting out of the 155-pound weight class. His amateur MMA record stands at 3 wins and 1 loss. On top of that, Fisher currently holds a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so he's very comfortable on the ground as well as in the stand-up. His opponent's definitely going to have to look out for that and be careful. Fisher trains out of 61X MMA in Toronto, Ontario. Fisher looking to pick up his 4th win tonight. He's already had a rather impressive amateur MMA record starting out thus far. Has a nice win streak going on right now. Definitely looking to leave an impression on the judges and everyone here at King of the Cage tonight. Paulie Fisher heads into the cage.
Here is Alex, the Reaper, Watson.
Alex Watson now making his way to cage side. Now Watson hails from Coldwater, Michigan, and stands at 6 feet tall. Currently fighting out of the 155-pound weight class. His amateur MMA record stands at 1 win and 1 loss. Watson looking to upset that little tiebreaker record there, trying to pick up his 2nd win tonight as an amateur. Watson trains independently out of Teconcha, Michigan. He practices a freestyle technique of fighting. He is definitely a diverse fighter. Pretty unpredictable. We can't really say much about how he's going to go about this fight particularly. He could take it any way, could keep it on the stand-up, could take it to the ground. We'll just have to watch and see. Alex Watson heads into the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Yak Arena, Wyandotte, Michigan, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the lightweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, James Dion Lee. Introducing first, the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. Weight, 152.4 pounds. He represents 6 MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, presenting Paulie Fisher. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 6 feet tall. Official weight, 154 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, from Coldwater, Michigan, presenting Alex the Reaper Watson. Once again, your referee is James Dion Lee. Now with the final instructions, 3 rounds lightweights.
Going over the rules in the locker room. I want a good, hard, clean fight. I want you to be my man at all times. Any questions? Let's touch them up.
Round number 1, let's get things started. Paulie Fisher versus Alex Watson. Fisher in the blue tape gloves, Watson in the red. And we're already off to an explosive start. Fisher coming out with some heat. Watson being cautious, trying not to get caught by those stray hands. Paulie Fisher moves forward, but Watson catches him, gets the takedown, moves into side mount. Paulie Fisher doing a good job of defending here. In a nice half guard now. Watson looking to capitalize. Watson maneuvering around Fisher. Oh, and now taking the back of Fisher. This is not looking good. And a nice roll. They're going to scramble a little bit. Fisher manages to free his back. Gets a nice turnaround. Paulie Fisher now trying to turn things into his favor. Watson now defending. Paulie Fisher looking to win back some points here. Watson making it really hard for him to try to get any significant strikes in, though. Fisher still trying to push forward. Watson defending. Fisher now posturing up, trying to land some strikes. Watson trying to twist out of this. And now Paulie Fisher ends up taking the back. And the tables have turned. Fisher now just unloading onto Watson. Watson trying to defend, but in a very dangerous situation here. Paulie Fisher now just releasing a flurry of strikes. Those are definitely hitting hard. Watson having a hard time defending here. And that's it. The referee calls it. Alex Watson unable to defend himself. Paulie Fisher takes the win. Let's take a look at the replay. Now Watson had a was very strong coming into this fight. Came out as the main aggressor. Went straight for Fisher. Was able to get the lead on him in the beginning. Looked a little bad for him, especially when he took the back there. But it did not take long for Fisher to turn things around in his favor. Was able to get and take the back of Watson and just unload from there. Great performance from Paulie Fisher and Alex Watson in this fight. Very entertaining. We'll check the results coming up.
Here is John Cochino Griffin.
John Griffin now making his way to cage side. Griffin hails from Terre Haute, Indiana, and stands at 6 feet, 2 inches tall. Currently fighting out of the 155-pound weight class. His current amateur MMA record stands at a nice 8 wins and 5 losses. He's definitely one of the more experienced amateur fighters out here tonight. He's been in quite a few fights. He's gotten quite a few wins. Now a lot of his skill is in his jiu-jitsu. That's where he trains. That's what kind of fighter he is. He likes to take things to the ground. That's where he feels comfortable. Griffin currently holds a purple belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu and trains out of Mick Vickers BJJ in Terre Haute, Indiana. Griffin looking to pick up his 9th win tonight as he heads inside the cage.
Here is Chase Birchfield.
Now making his way to the cage, Chase Birchfield. Birchfield hails from Birmingham, Alabama, and stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall. His current amateur MMA record stands at 5 wins and 1 loss. Very impressive record on his part. Hasn't fought in quite as many matches as Griffin has as far as experience goes in his amateur ranking. However, his win rate, 5-1. He's doing a great job. Birchfield definitely looking to pick up his 6th win tonight and continue his streak. Chase trains out of Champions Cage MMA in Birmingham, Alabama, where he practices a freestyle technique under his trainer, Peter Zahel. Chase Birchfield finishing up here and heading inside the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen from Yak Arena, Wyandotte, Michigan, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the lightweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, official weight 154.4 pounds. He represents McVickers Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Ladies and gentlemen from Terre Haute, Indiana, presenting Don Cochino Griffin. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall. Official weight 156 pounds. He represents Champions Cage MMA. Ladies and gentlemen from Birmingham, Alabama, presenting Chase Birchfield. Once again, your referee in charge of this 3-round lightweight bout, Mike Beltran, now with the...
All right, Joe, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out. Handle your business. Let's go.
All right, John.
Here we go, round number 1 about to begin between John Griffin and Chase Birchfield. Griffin in the blue gloves, Birchfield in the red. Both of these fighters are trying to maintain their current streaks right now. Both have a great win-to-loss ratio. So a lot is on the line, and they're already exploding with a couple combos there. Birchfield comes in with a high kick, a little wobbly. Griffin being cautious, trying to pick his shots. Griffin now closing in. Oh, and a massive strike, and John Griffin is out. Birchfield, out of nowhere, the heavy hands, the knockout capability. Let's take a look at that replay. It only took a matter of seconds, but Birchfield was able to connect to the chin of Griffin and just dropped him. Yeah, Griffin was instantly out after that. Straight knockout, even landed an extra couple strikes afterward.
He's a very composed fighter, so I want to be able to match that. That can be very dangerous, and to do my best.
I'm going to bring the pressure. Hopefully I get a knockout or a TKO. However it goes, I'm bringing the heat.
Initially started to prepare for this fight by looking at footage for him, look at strengths and weaknesses, and then prepare the program to plan for that.
I'm always staying active, always staying training, always staying at the gym. So I would love to continue to fight for King of the Cage. I love the staff, the models, everybody. They treat me well and good.
I think tonight in the cage, they could expect a very exciting fight. Looking at his style, my style, I think it'd be very entertaining.
This would be my 5th fight with King of the Cage. I love it. I want to continue fighting for Terry and everybody and give everybody what they like and a good show.
I've been fighting for about 20 years, a combination of Sana, kickboxing, and MMA. I'm the former middleweight champion of King of the Cage. I also had the U.S. and World Championships in Sanda. During that time, I enjoy punching and kicking, and I try to translate that over to MMA the best I can.
Brad Burrick, I hope you come ready, because I'm coming.
Alejandro, I appreciate you taking the drive. I hope for a good fight, and let's get it on.
Alejandro Santiago now making his way to cage side, rather stylishly, of course. Santiago has certainly made a name for himself here at King of the Cage, as well as in the boxing world. Santiago hails from Chicago, Illinois, and stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall. Fighting in the 205-pound weight class, his current amateur MMA record stands at 6 wins and 3 losses. Now, Santiago is known for being a massive heavy hitter. I mean, the hooks, the jabs this guy throws, he's a boxer primarily, so you got to watch out for that. Not to mention his Muay Thai. That's not even mentioning that. Not including the kicks, not including all that. Santiago just got that raw power in his hands, able to knock out almost any opponent that's thrown in front of him. Brad Burrick, who's also a stand-up fighter, also known for his knockouts, definitely going to have to be watching out for that, but he certainly is able to handle himself, as he is also very well known here at King of the Cage. Now, we've been looking forward. This may be the heavyweight fight of the night. We're very excited. Alejandro Santiago makes his way into the cage. Brad Burrick now making his way to cage side. A fan favorite here at King of the Cage, longtime fighter. Brad Burrick hails from Fraser, Michigan, and stands at 6 feet 1 inches tall. Currently fighting in the heavyweight class, his pro MMA record stands at 24 wins and 14 losses. Like we said earlier, this guy's a veteran. He's been in the sport for a long time. In the early days of King of the Cage, he's fought, knocked out plenty of opponents, as you can see by his record. Burrick trains out of Ronin Fight Team in Fraser, Michigan. Retrains in several different techniques. Like we said before, he is a stand-up fighter, so we're in for an explosive bout as Brad Burrick heads into the cage.
Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 206.2 pounds. This team solo fighter has a professional record standing at 4 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Chi-Town, Chicago, Illinois, presenting Alejandro, the Candyman, Santiago. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 6'1", official weight 202.8 pounds. He represents the Ronin Fight Team with a professional record of 24 victories with 14 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Fraser, Michigan, presenting Brad Burrick. Once again, your referee in charge of our co-featured bout, Mike Beltran, 3 rounds, light heavyweights.
All right, gentlemen, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out and handle your business, guys. Let's go.
Mike Beltran, our rep for this matchup. Brad Burrick, a MMA veteran here at King of the Cage, former middleweight champion at that. Alejandro Santiago looking for the opportunity of a lifetime here tonight at King of the Cage in the state of Michigan.
Here we are, round number 1. Alejandro Santiago in the blue gloves, Brad Burrick in the red. This is our co-main event of the night. Very anticipated fight here. 2 massive heavy hitters, both with fantastic knockout capability. Two heavyweights just slugging it out in the cage tonight. Now, both these guys have been in the business a long time. They're definitely no stranger to the cage. Burrick with a very close high kick. Almost made connection. Both fighters coming in with very even styles. Exchanging kicks, exchanging punches. Ooh, a hard kick from Burrick. Santiago waiting for his opportunity. Both fighters just, you could see the explosive power just waiting on the ends of their fists. As soon as they collide, it's just like fireworks. Burrick continuing to throw strikes forward, being the aggressor here. Santiago counter-striking. Now they'll clinch up. Burrick has Santiago up against the cage now, trying to use that to his advantage.
Brad Burrick known for his, awkward kicks that come out of nowhere that are very effective. We've seen it in the past. He's got KO power, so look for that tonight.
Santiago trying to stay on his feet here. He pushes Burrick off. Ooh, and some heavy strikes from Santiago.
Santiago, we've known for his dancing in there and his confidence in the cage. Sometimes works for him.
Santiago now putting on the offense a little more here. The massive blows being thrown back and forth by these fighters. They're just missing by just a hair. Any one of these have the power of a knockout right behind them, so both these fighters really have to be on alert. And they move forward. Some nice dodging from Santiago. Burrick still landing some nice strikes.
Santiago's got some heavy hands too, so tonight I'm sure he's looking to utilize those. He's got KO power as well, but this can end very quickly between the two. Look at spinning back kick. Burrick with a nice inside leg kick attempt.
Burrick now looking like he's slowing down just a little bit, but still very much in this fight. Santiago pushing forward with some heavy strikes, doesn't manage to land them. Now clinching up against the fence once more. Some nice knees being thrown back and forth. Santiago just looking eager to throw some heavy blows. Burrick now pushing forward. Santiago being cautious. Both fighters now taking their time a little bit here, really being careful.
Both fighters continue to stalk each other here. Oh, and a big left delivered to the dome of Brad Burrick. Santiago with a knockout victory here. Let's take a quick look at the replay. Man, that happened so quick. Right here, both fighters just squaring up, measuring up. Santiago kind of messes around here, and right here, not the shot right there, but you'll see this. Man, this is just so crazy. So many shots, so many angles. Let's take a look where it drops him right there. That big left. And Burrick just literally breaks his ankle.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 3 minutes and 59 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by knockout, Alejandro, the Candyman, Santiago.
I don't know much about my opponent at all. They've changed my opponent a couple different times. Happens in the sport, injury, drops, things like that. So
Victor Torres, he's a veteran. He's got a lot more experience coming into this fight, and other than that, we're virtually about the same size, and I think it's going to be a good matchup.
So when I step in the cage tonight, the fans can expect the same thing they always get, passion and tenacity.
For this fight, I worked a lot of strength and cardio. Being the smaller guy coming into it, coming in a little lighter, seeing where Victor has endurance, I want to make sure I could match him. So that was my main focus this fight.
Put in some more cardio. Had a couple problems with my last couple fights as far as cardio goes. Upped that a lot more. Took a little different approach with it, and it seems to be good now.
I think no matter which way it goes, everything's going to be left in this cage, and best man's going to win it.
Future's looking good. I mean, I'm feeling good. Hopefully this fight gets me back on a winning streak, and we'll see how it goes. We're going to take it day by day, and hopefully I get a couple more left in me.
Victor, and I appreciate this fight. You being a veteran is going to give me a lot of experience. May the best man win.
Steve, let's have a good fight. Make it entertaining for the fans.
Here is Steven, the Heathen, Chesnick.
Chesnick hails from Zanesville, Ohio, and stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. Fighting out of the 195-pound weight class, his current amateur MMA record stands at 4 wins and 12 losses. Chesnick's been around in the sport for a little bit now. He's gotten into plenty of fights, got some nice experience behind him. He likes to rely on his stand-up game, as we've seen before. Definitely feels more comfortable on his feet, which his opponent, Victor Torres, a veteran in the sport, you know, that's where he belongs. He wants to stay on the feet, but if he needs to take it to the ground, he can go wherever he needs to. Chesnick trains out of Outlaw Fight Club in Zanesville, Ohio, where he trains kickboxing, boxing, wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Steven Chesnick heads into the cage.
Here is Victor El Torito Torres.
Victor Torres now making his way to the cage. Torres, of course, a veteran here at King of the Cage, very well-known fighter. He's been fighting for quite a long time. Torres stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall and hails from Troy, Michigan. Fighting out of the 195-pound weight class, his current pro MMA record with King of the Cage stands at 6 wins and 6 losses. Torres holds a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Definitely going to be utilizing that tonight inside the cage. We'll see. Victor Torres heads inside.
Introducing first in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight 189.6 pounds. This Outlaw Fight Club athlete has a professional record standing at 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, from Zanesville, Ohio, presenting Steven the Heathen Chesnick. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall, official weight 194.4 pounds. This victorious MMA fighter has a professional record, 6 victories with 6 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the pride of Troy, Michigan, Victor El Torito Torres. Once again, the referee of our main event is Mike Beltran. 3 rounds, light heavyweights.
All right, John, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch cuffs now if you want. That's the sound of the bell. Come on out and handle your business. Let's go.
Round number 1, let's kick things off. This is our main event of the night. Steven Chesnick in the blue gloves, Victor Torres in the red. And they'll get things started. Chesnick landing some nice kicks, checking his opponent, checking distance. Definitely being a little more of the aggressor here. Torres waiting for his opportunity. Chesnick continues to throw strikes, but Torres now pushing forward. Those strikes don't faze him. He's definitely a very tough fighter. Has a lot of endurance, can take a lot of hits. Now Torres gets the trip, takes Chesnick down. Torres looking to go to work now. Chesnick trying to defend up against the fence here on the ground. Torres continuing to soften Chesnick up. Some nice body shots, turning him around now, trying to take the back, and he gets it. Oh, this isn't looking good for Chesnick. Torres now just letting loose from the back. And that's it. Mike Beltran calls the fight. Chesnick unable to defend. Torres walks out with a TKO. Let's take a look at the replay. Now Torres took his time. He was patient, of course, from a veteran MMA fighter as himself. It's expected. Chesnick came in with the heat, tried to dish it out as early as possible, but Torres saw that opportunity, pushed forward, was able to capitalize on it, no problem. Once he took the back, it was all over from that point, was able to just unleash a flurry of strikes. We'll go to Dean with the results.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, Mike Beltran, has seen enough, steps in, calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 1 minute and 6 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO, the pride of Troy, Michigan, Victor El Torito Torres. Ladies and gentlemen, from Yak Arena, Wyandotte, Michigan, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the welterweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, James Dion Lee. Introducing first, Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 170.6 pounds. He represents Rufus Sports MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Fredericksburg, Virginia, presenting Jean-Pierre Too Much St. Louis. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 6 feet tall, official weight 168.6 pounds. He represents Murcielago MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Detroit, Michigan, presenting Chaos, the Ox Fighter, Williams. Once again, your referee in charge of this 3-round welterweight bout, James Dion Lee, with the final instructions.
Gentlemen, what are the rules of the locker room? Going to good hard clean fight, once they get the end all time. Any questions? Touch one.
Round number 1. Kalinn Williams versus JP St. Louis. Oh, and they're already starting right off the bat. Some heavy strikes being exchanged between these two. Very quick. Look at the speed on these. Kalinn Williams definitely has his combos down. He's moving in, no problem, staying very strong in his defense, pushing forward in his offense. St. Louis returning, though, seeming to have no problem keeping up with Williams and seemingly matching his speed. Yeah, they're definitely making connection here, and those are not soft strikes. And once again, coming in, a nice exchange of strikes there. Both fighters connecting pretty evenly. Williams, though, looking like a wall, just walking through punches and taking them like they're nothing. St. Louis not looking too phased by his hits either. And they're closing in again, a nice exchange. Some beautiful combos by these two fighters. Oh, massive strike to the chin of JP St. Louis. Just takes him down. Immediately falls down. Williams with the massive knockout. Let's take a look at that one more time. Williams, both of these guys were just going at it 150% right off the bat. Very explosive. Bouncing right off of each other. Showing no clear advantage. Thought they were equaled out, but Williams closes in with the knockout. Amazing performance from Kalinn Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 22 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by knockout chaos, the Ox Fighter, Urijah.